astrology consists of several systems of divination based on the premise that there is a relationship between astronomical phenomena and events in the human world. Many cultures have attached importance to astronomical events, and the Indians, Chinese, and Mayans developed elaborate systems for predicting terrestrial events from celestial observations. In the West, astrology most often consists of a system of horoscopes purporting to explain aspects of a person's personality and predict future events in their life based on the positions of the sun, moon, and other celestial objects at their time of birth. Astrology, in its broadest sense, is a search for meaning in the sky. The Xinjiao, literally birth likeness, is also known in English as the Chinese zodiac. Zodiac derives from the similar concept in Western astrology and means circle of animals. It is a scheme and systematic plan for future action that relates each year to an animal and its reputed attributes according to a 12-year cycle, and it remains popular in several East Asian countries. 2015 in the Chinese zodiac is the year of the ram, or sheep. Coincidentally, this is also an important year for Israel, and Israel is often symbolized by a ram, or a ram's horn, a shofar. A shofar is an ancient instrument derived out of a ram's horn. It is used to commemorate special holidays and events in Israel. 2015 is also a Shemitah year for Israel, also called the sabbatical year. It is in the 7th year of the 7th year agricultural cycle mandated by the Torah for the land of Israel. It is generally a year of rest. Interestingly, according to the Chinese zodiac, the year of the ram, or 2015, is expressed generally as a calming, healing era. Yet it does specifically point out 2 points in the year of 2015 that may possibly be turbulent, and major changes or upsets may occur. These 2 periods are between the vernal equinox on March 20th through April 20th, 2015. Then an even graver threat may be looming from the winter solstice on December 21st through the end of 2015. On March 20th of 2015, the Jewish month called Nisan, a full solar eclipse will emerge, followed by a total lunar eclipse. A part of the blood moon tetrad already in progress will occur. These types of celestial events have been regarded as signs, omens, or warnings for events soon to pass. These events, coupled with the warnings pertaining to the Chinese zodiac, make it more than just a coincidence. In ancient times, it is thought that the 3 wise men that followed a star to the birth of Christ are modernly thought to have been well versed in astrology. It is thought that around the time, celestial events and movements of planets in the night sky, particularly Jupiter and Saturn and the star Polaris, were responsible for letting them know that the birth of a king had taken place, and it was a holy event. Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, takes 11.86 Earth years to perform 1 complete orbit of the Sun. In this time, something happens twice. 3 of the planet's 4 brightest and largest moons, known as the Galilean moons, Ganymede, Castillo, Io, and Europa, out of a confirmed 67 moons, will pass between the Sun and Jupiter at the same time, casting their shadows onto the planet's face. The phenomenon will be observable from Earth on January 24th, 2015. In Western astrology, Jupiter is considered king of the planets, in account for its size. It is often associated with world leaders, monarchies, and religious figures. The triple lunar eclipse on Jupiter starting off for 2015 is a sign or an omen of radical change that may occur within 6 months of the event in respect to world leaders and people of power. it may also signify treaties or agreements that are radically different than previous between world powers. To go into a bit more detail for a prediction for 2015, I look to major celestial events occurring at the start of a year, particularly in January. A new comet Lovejoy, designated C-2014-Q2, is heading our way out of deep space and out of a deep southern sky. This comet is starting off in late December of 2014. The main event is set to start off the year of 2015. This comet Lovejoy, or some have nicknamed it also the Christmas Comet. This comet takes an interesting journey through the night sky visible to Earth, passing through many constellations, painting a detailed story of possible events to pass, based on ancient interpretations of constellations in the night sky. On New Year's Eve, a little after January 1st Universal Time, the comet will be passing Columba constellation, a little faint group named in Latin meaning dove, pertaining to the dove that Noah sent out to find land after it had stopped raining. It is also a symbol for peace. Then the comet will pass Arandus constellation, known by the Greeks to represent a river. On that same day of January 7th, Comet Lovejoy will begin to glow its brightest for 2 weeks. The comet will then cross Taurus and then Aries. Taurus constellation is a very old constellation dating back to the Upper Paleolithic era. Cave paintings depicting this constellation date back to 15,000 years ago. Taurus, the bull, is often represented with birth and spring. It is also widely known throughout the ancient world as an offering or a sacrifice. Aries, since late Babylonian times, has been represented by a ram, or more specifically a ram's horn, also a symbol used for sacrifice in Greek and Roman times. When the comet passes through these two constellations, it will be high in the evening sky, visible from Earth. Interestingly, the days on the Hebrew calendar start from evening to evening. By then the comet is starting to recede into the distance, but its intrinsic brightness should still be increasing a bit. It doesn't reach perihelion until January 30th, at a rather distance 1.29 AU from the Sun. By that date, the comet should be starting to fade slightly from Earth's point of view. In February, it will continue north between Andromeda and Perseus as it fades further. Andromeda has its roots in Greek mythology as a female figure saved by the demigod warrior Perseus from an evil sea monster. With Comet Lovejoy passing through the middle of these two figures, either points to exactly the act of saving one, or is it preventing the rescue? After that, the comet will be passing very closely to Polaris, late in May before it fades away from sight. Polaris has been known to represent different ideas over time. It was known as a North Star, the guiding star, in reference to the 3 wise men, or in Greek mythology it is known as the Little Bear. To condense the meaning of this comet's journey kicking off 2015, a story emerges. Peaceful people or peaceful passage of time will sacrifice the ram, possibly in spring. Powers will try to stop this event, but may be unsuccessful. Russia, or the Little Bear, since the breakup of the Soviet Union, may be involved. With the interpretation of this event coupled with the triple lunar eclipse on Jupiter and the solar eclipse on March 20th, and the last 2 lunar total eclipses happening in 2015, completing the blood moon tetrad, with the last being only visible from Israel, I believe a major treaty will be signed that may destroy or try to destroy Israel. This event will begin to take place in spring and may come to completion after December 21st of 2015. It may not even be a treaty, but possibly a provocation of war, an upset in world leaders or religious figures, triggering a massive war.